I ain't new to this spittin', I've been involved. About to score for certain rap Jules Gervin. Lifting on, so clear the lane and get banged on. Dangerous when I brainstorm. Ride without bricks, suggest you hang on. My level they ain't on. Young, but I get respected like Avon. Work through the wire, I'm fire. Through time I get my brain on, I'm staying patient away. In my day, shouldn't take long. One day my work will leave the paperwork to sign my name on. See it through my peripheral reason. I continue to keep bombing them lyrical stoppers against my principle. I'm a general. Speak when I'm permitting you. Other than that, hush with the rap. Follow that simple rule, it's all mathematic. Me and my dog back at it. Can't keep up, I'm leaving them wheezing hard asthmatic. Past average, I'm not one of these newcomers. Buzzing a few summers, no talking unless we discuss huge numbers. Dudes wonder, will I ever lose hunger? Want me to wave the white flag, guess I damaged the chances that they might have. The chicks love me and they quite mad, making me a target like it's my fault that they write trash. Who does that? Attempt to come for me, I ain't struck that. Pay them no attention, play the low. Never giving bigger fist to fry. Let them criticize, I epitomize. Those who love the culture range of senses high. As I emphasize that this is my year, West Philly.
And I'm back. Once again, it's the Uncle here to bring you another dope album review. And of course, this week, I might be a little late compared to the other reviewers, but I'm going to talk about my man Joe Budden's new album, All Love Lost. But before I get into that, I got to tell y'all about what I've been listening to this past week. Another nice little EP came out from the young lady from California, Candace Pillay. She's back with The High, and she's done a lot of work with Dr. Dre on the Compton album. So she's back with a nice piece of work. So you might want to go grab that. Leanne LaHavis, she has an album out called Blood, which is a very, very good piece of work. She has a lot of nice messages for the young ladies coming up. Her voice is beautiful. She plays a few instruments that really, really bring out the talent of this young lady. And on the hip hop side, if you do not have my man Jadakiss hashtag T5DOA, then something's wrong either with your phone or with your computer, or you don't have friends to just tell you about how dope this mixtape is. He used a lot of old school beats, but his bars are bananas, okay? And I would be doing this guy a disservice if I didn't talk about this album, because this is a really, really great piece of work, and this guy's been releasing some good music for quite some time, and he might have an addiction to water, which is good. And it's my man out of Chi-Town, Mick Jenkins. He's back with Waves. So you definitely don't want to miss out on this album. This is a really, really great artistic follow-up to his Water series. So make sure y'all check those dope albums out.
Feeling like I never ever had nothing. I know for a fact that I'ma gain something. I know that I got heart and I got hustle. Ambition gon' outlast all of these struggles. My little cousin asks, when you get it, first thing you gon' buy for the millions. And I ain't even have an answer. I realized that I ain't even been planning.
And you can say really what you want about me, but y'all know how I do. And if somebody comes out dope from my city, I'm definitely going to support them, and I'm definitely going to talk about them. And this week, I'm talking about none other than my man from Uptown, Wingo Flames. He is back with Inner City with my OE, and this is a nice piece of work. I gotta try to bring some of this stuff back to mind. It's a nice concept album. It has some nice little interludes in there. It tells like a story. Him and his homies, getting badgered by homicide and not snitching on one another. So it's a really, really nice concept album. I could tell you, I really, really dig the intro. It basically talks about the struggle, him struggling, and also us being in the struggle and what we got to do, to try to get out the struggle. And the people helping us, are they really helping us? Are you just there? You know what I mean? I like how the album begins. A few tracks in, I love a track called Warrior. It's probably one of my favorite tracks. As soon as I heard it, I posted it on social media. It's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde type of song, and the beat is just bananas. How It Goes, another track that I think should be talked about. The production is so dope on that. Against the Wall, once again, talking about, going out to go get it, and not just sitting around, when things need to be done. You struggling, your back is against the wall, and you need to do something about that. So shout out to Wingo for doing that. The whole album is produced by Ill Cuts. Really, really dope. A lot of times you think your album is going to sound the same, but some nice versatility in this album. Hard Times, just going and still sticking with the concept of struggling. 100 is another song that I like toward the back end. Another track that I like coming back is Death Race. The beat is crazy. The chorus is crazy. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Wingo Flames for bringing out a really, really dope album with a nice concept. You've been around for quite some time, and a lot of people don't know about you, but believe me, this album will definitely put you on the map. And I was a little disappointed in my man, over there at the Needle Drop, okay? And yeah, I have to say this, because, I like doing these reviews. I like looking at the people who do the reviews, but if you're not giving these people the proper respect that they deserve on the work that they do, I just can't respect it, and especially if you don't know what they're talking about. So before you do a review, and this go out to all of y'all reviewers, before you do a review, why don't you find out and listen and know what's going on? Because my man Big KRIT came out last week with a beautiful body of work called It's Better This Way. And for this to get a bad rating, somebody needs to put some earphones on and take a second, third, maybe fourth listen, because you don't know what's going on. And he knows who I'm talking to. And the picture will be up so y'all can know who I'm talking about. But Big KRIT, It's Better This Way. I mean, it begins with an intro where his vehicle breaks down. It's a cross in the road, okay, metaphorically, and he's trying to choose which way to go. Am I going to go the same route I've been going in, or some routes I may have took, the corny route in the game, or am I going to go the route that I know is the best way for me to go? So, that's the concept of the album, and it's a really, really dope piece of work. I've got to call out a couple of tracks. Peace on Chain, I love the production. The beat is crazy. Basically him being the king, getting that top spot. How about the money? I really, really love that. Talking to these dudes that brag and don't really have it. Dope. In the Darkness, a nice smooth beat. Basically talking to a woman about staying with her, and how she's like an angel to him, like being light in his darkness. Dope. I really, really thought that was dope. Got Me Through, banging. I got to shout out to Lorian. I mean, he ain't the only ball, but I mean that track is just so dope. Basically going through the things that help him make it to now. And this, quite frankly, I skipped a lot of songs, but this song definitely has to probably go down as Song of the Year, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about top 10 albums and all that yet, but Song of the Year, the title track, It's Better This Way. This song is the realest song talking to these balls in the game. And about them taking the same route, doing that sellout music, making sex tapes, things that they have to do in order to be famous. Reality shows, etc., 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 and how he's choosing to go the other way, the better way, the music way, the real way. Shout out to my man Big KRIT for just keeping it all the way G. And I just want to give this warning out. Joe Budden fans are probably going to hate me for this. But guess what? I don't care. Because I just got to keep it all the way G with y'all. Now, I love Joe Budden. I love Slaughterhouse. I love everything that surrounds what my man Joe Budden does, okay? I'm telling the truth. Not everything that he does. I don't like the reality shows. I don't like, couples retreat. No, I don't like that. But musically, in the recent years, ever since Slaughterhouse has came aboard and Eminem has came on, Joe Budden has made some great decisions musically. Okay. Now this album, All Love Lost. I mean, to me, when I look back on his mood music series, and even on this love series, I can't help to be disappointed, and I'll tell you why. This album, it is consistent with Losing Love, but to me it's too repetitive. I can't, I understand he's opening up his heart, he's letting us into his feelings. That's what a lot of the fans wanted. They were saying, he lost, giving us all of him, and I do like that it's not all these crazy features and all that, but we go into the intro, and which I really enjoyed. Him talking about the regrets of his past albums, and also being around shady dudes, him trying to change for the better, and the music at the end of the song is really dope. And then he goes into Broke, where it's the story of a broken relationship. And I can tell you where his bars are on this album, no question. But his production lacks so much. I don't know where these beats came from. I bothered to not even look up who did the production because I was just so disappointed. Broke kind of has like an Eminem beat, which doesn't really fit the story for me. So once I got halfway in, skippies. I couldn't do it. Playing Our Part, another sad love story. Where he doesn't really talk about both sides. He basically talking about the chick, and I would like to hear his responsible part. In the breakup or whatever. A song that could have been so much better. And we're talking about Man Down. I mean the chorus, Man Down. Like it was missing so much, and it could have been such a classic song because I love the concept about, people trying to put you down and people trying to bring you down. And it's just, the production, it just lacked. Immortal, same story again about, the hatred in the game, in his circle, and also people trying to bring him down, like Man Down. And I hate the flow on this, like how he ends each bar. I couldn't do it. Love, I'm Good. I like the concept of that song. Him coming at the trash and hip hop. Really how I be feeling. But once again, I still wish for better production. But I could tell you, this particular song is so true about the game and how the game is going down and how we're the acceptance of trash right now. So I do got to give a shout out to Budden for that. It really needs to be addressed more often. And the best song on the whole album to me, which we all heard, which I wish I probably didn't hear until the album. And we're talking about Slaughtermouse, okay? Slaughtermouse, one of the realest songs that Joe ever wrote. his relationship with Eminem, his relationship with Slaughterhouse, how he wanted to be just like them, and how he's really not, it's in my opinion as good as they are lyrically. But he's good, don't get me wrong, but I just think in that particular group he's probably the lesser of the four. Just him trying to deal with that. Slaughterhouse is bananas. I gotta give a shout out to Joey for that. Unnecessary Pain, once again, Skippies, because he just keeps talking about the same thing. I know that's the concept of the album, but it should be different love lost topics, in my opinion. Love for You, that is a nice bright spot for me. I love the production on this. That little subtle loop of the soft voice in the background, I really thought that was nice. And he's probably talking to me on the last song, which is F 'em All. Yeah, I'm sure he probably feels that way about me, but I really do like Joe. And I'm gonna rate this album. I was very disappointed in the production. Once again, his bars was there, but because the beats didn't fit with his lyrical ability, I definitely and songwriting capabilities. I think that this album definitely deserves a 2.5 on the disappointing side. Once again, like, comment, subscribe.